Everyone, and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. I'd love if we could zoom in on Katie on camera one if we can, because just before the show came on, if we can take a full shot, just turn side
Tell
on.
the truth.
Turn side on. Look
said.
at this.
I do like it.
She came. You look beautiful.
It looks great.
She came out and her hair was looking all lank. I said, Dal, go and put some hot rollers in or put it in a ponytail.
No, you said your hair looks flat. Pull it back.
So, if you go over to our Midday Kentucky Facebook page, at exactly about 11:46, I did that ponytail in like a minute for her on the set, and we filmed it on Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. I can't help myself. I get a little bit obsessed sometimes. But
I like it.
What I thought I'd do, now we've done that, you know, as we all know that I had salons in Australia and was styling all over the world, I'm going to start doing some little 5-minute tips on how you can do the perfect ponytail or how you can do the perfect quiff, all under like 5
What's a quiff?
A quiff is like the little piece that you put up on the top, or how to disguise a ponytail.
Okay.
Yeah, you call it a poof. Poof in Australia means something else. So we won't say
A quiff in America is something
It means
else.
something
it does. I didn't even know that. Okay. How are we?
Doing great.
Don't you love it?
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love it. She looks gorgeous
I
all
said
the time.
the only thing you need to do with when you have such a strong ponytail pulling it back is you need to have a bold lip. So you went and put on a bigger lip, didn't you?
Spiced up a little.
You spiced it up a little bit.
It looks gorgeous.
Hey guys, I had to show you this. This is a promo for the Saturday Night Live for this Saturday, and it is Melissa McCarthy did her best lip sync. To West Side Story classic I Feel Pretty for hilarious, as I said, promo on Saturday Night Live. Now, in it, the 46-year-old comedian could be seen whimsically singing along to the track while backstage before making the ultimate transformation. Take a look, it's very funny.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel, and so pretty that I hardly can believe I'm real. Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me. I feel stunning, and entrancing, feel like running and dancing for joy, for I'm loved by a pretty, wonderful boy.
Okay, I just have to tell you, she does the best Sean Spicer, no matter what your political views are at home. That was just a funny way to start the show.
Yeah.
I think
I can't wait to
is
see her
brilliant.
reprising that on Saturday. That'll be fun.
Yeah. It's been a while since she's been on doing him. And
I'm
I
ready
think
to see it again.
with everything
I
that's
can't get
happened in
enough.
this last few days, why not have a little bit of humour about politics right now? What are you going to say?
I was going to say I had something else funny to show you guys that I saw that I wanted to also kick off the show with.
Okay.
Awesome.
You guys
What?
remember
Are you
Bow Wow?
Oh, I thought you were setting me up on something.
No. I was just transitioning, rolling with the punches. You guys remember Bow Wow? He was like popular in the 90s.
Right, he was Lil Bow Wow,
Lil Bow Wow, yeah, now he's older. He's
Big
just
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow. So he was making social media
Bow chicka
headlines.
bow bow.
No, that's not him.
Oh,
No,
not him?
But he was making headlines this week. He posted something on Instagram of a private jet and 2 cars here saying, you know, he was off to New York, basically get ready for my show. So he is boarding, it looks like, this private jet.
Yeah.
Well, short time later, someone calls him out on Snapchat saying, so funny, Bow Wow posted this private jet picture. He's on my commercial flight to New York right now. So he just like made this up. And then as the story goes on, it turns out
he took that
well,
picture.
yeah, so it turns out this picture is a stock photo from the jet company. And we have a picture of that as well. So it is in no way his picture. It's a commercial picture. There it is, promoting the company. So now it has spawned this hashtag that's just going wild on social media. It's called a hashtag Bow Wow Challenge. So here's just a couple that I thought were so funny. Look at these, like college kids. They're making it look like he was at this athletic game. You can see on the top.
Oh, I see.
I see it. But that's what they're really doing on the bottom.
Okay, I got you.
We have another one to show you
clever.
here. This one says, with my man on the left, but when you look on the right, that's what's actually happening.
That's pretty funny.
And then
too.
these are all, hashtag Bow Wow Challenge. And then this third one is my favorite. On the left, the guy says, finally whipping, in the car. But on the right, what he's really doing, he says, just kidding, still on the bus. So it's just funny how you can make pictures look like what they're not. So this is just so funny what's going on in it. It kind of made me think we're all tempted to embellish a little bit sometimes, but geez, this kind of seems like...
and
Completely over the top.
Can I just say, I'm not that funny or that creative when it comes to Facebook.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know how to plan all that out.
It's hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like, I think we can embellish on things, but
Yeah.
I think sometimes people post the funniest things on Facebook and Instagram that
I
you
do
think,
too.
I wish I could have done that.
Right.
But
Would
that's
you
brilliant.
ever do something like Bow Wow, though, and make it like you're doing something that you're not?
Because let me tell you,
You'll get caught.
you get caught out, people.
Yeah.
And I think it's
He'll never live
okay
it down.
if you're not, when I say this, I think people sort of get away with a few more things if you're not in the public eye or doing radio or TV.
Yeah.
But when you start to have a profile and you are on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, those images are around for a while.
Yes, they
Do you know what I
are.
mean?
That's
so
right.
you can Google someone's name and up pop things, and
Yeah.
you will get caught out in the lie.
That is,
eventually.
how funny is that, though? If you were the person sitting right by Bow Wow and you follow him on Instagram and you realize, hey, you're not on a private jet, you're next to me in economy.
Or, it could be a little bit like, you see your friend across the shopping centre, you call them, and you see them pick up the phone out of their bag and go, and then put it down, and then start saying something to their friend like, are they complaining about me? Like, do you know what I mean? Or they
Yeah.
pick it up and
It's
say,
funny.
hey, I'm at home.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're not. You're at,
No, you're not.
you're at
You're
the
right
shopping
there.
centre
I
having
see
your
it.
nails done.
You're at
Do you know
Chick-fil-A.
what I mean? Yeah.
It's so funny in
That's
this
me.
digital age. But it's interesting. We're going to be talking about that here coming up soon.
We've got a private
private
investigator.
investigator that will
So
be...
we talked the other day,
I know.
we've got many topics to get to, but we talked the other day, as we said, how much would we pay a private investigator to find out whether we had suspicions, was it?
Yes.
Or that they did
of cheating.
of cheating. So what did we do? Typical nosy people. We get on the phone to find a private investigator to bring him in here
Yeah.
and find out. So you will be able to have the first class information and a phone number to call if you feel that your husband or wife is cheating. We got the guy for you.
Right.
Okay, so
Or maybe you need to spy on your kids. We'll ask about that,
that's
too.
actually
I think that's a
not
good
such
one.
silly
Yeah.
idea. I have something else for you, which I thought was a little crazy. If we could just skip through these steps to begin with, Mr. Teleprompter. Thank you so much. Now, here it is. This is something we're talking about, removing the latest thing when it comes to blackheads. Now, it's the guilty pleasure for many, with 21 million Google searches each year, okay? And now beauty buffs have gone into a complete meltdown after discovering a bizarre method of extracting blackheads. Now this is, it has come off and it's called cleanse, step one, cleanse skin with an oil cleanser, okay? Number two, apply clay mask, leave it on at least 10 minutes and then you wash it off. I wanted to show you the video, people, but it was too disgusting to show on TV. But we're going to put it on our Facebook page and show you there. Now, the number three, so you can see all those little black parts? That's on all parts of the body, not just the face.
I wouldn't use that on my legs.
Oh, you
this,
would?
And this is called
think.
and this is called skin gritting.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
It's
so I'm
the
confused.
latest.
Is this just any clay mask? You just
Yes,
have to
it
use
is.
oil before.
No, you use the oil, so this is the 3 stages. You
Right.
cleanse the skin with the oil cleanser. So I would assume any particular type of oil cleanser. It didn't
Okay.
tell me in the article. Then you put a clay mask on, as it says, leave it on for 10 minutes. So that's drawing out the
Right.
impurities. We can also ask Skin Secrets whether we're on the right path here. And then you then use the oil cleanser again and the blackheads slide out. But if you watch the video, it's so disgusting. I just wanted to show you that, people. I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
It,
All right.
it looked very disgusting.
Okay,
gonna try it.
let's move on to something that's a little bit more serious. And it's an article that we found in regards to children and the amount of time they're spending on iPads and things.
and phones. Yeah,
tell us about that.
So, all the pediatricians have already, all the researchers, everybody has already suspected this. But now a new study has come out where it is showing a definite relationship between how long kids are on devices, digital devices, and a delay in their speech. So that was something that, you know, they've always talked about, that they never had the research to back it up. Now research is starting to back that up. And it's in a new study presented in the 2017 Pediatric Academic Societies meeting this past week. And what they found was that they discovered the connection between screen time on tablets and phones and speech delays. And this is with ages 6 months to 2 years is where they're finding this. And the results—
6 months they're speaking?
They're using sounds. They're kind of looking and
got
making
you.
sounds.
So
they
there's
have
some pretty bright kids.
Exactly. But and they're, you know, there's going to be basic words that are going to be starting at that point. But they said, based on their observation of these children and based on the amount of time that the parents are reporting that they're allowing their children on these devices, that was what they found. With
You had some guidelines that they were talking about, I believe.
There is. And they also, with the American Academy of Pediatrics, what they recommend, and these are current guidelines too, so what they're recommending is that for children younger than 18 months, avoid using social media or other than video chatting. So if they're under 18 months of age, video chatting with maybe a parent
Like
who's
FaceTime,
away,
I think.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But always with you present with the child. And then 18 months to 24 months of age, they recommend that you watch the programming, whatever you're watching on the screen, that you're there with them. They can watch, but you need to be there with them, kind of explaining what it is that they're watching and looking at.
But don't people use the iPads and TVs as a babysitter?
Oh,
So if you're
yes.
sitting there at the same time, it sort of defeats the purpose.
Well,
Do you know what I'm saying?
right, but what they're saying is it should be very limited time, and the time that they're doing it, that you should be there explaining to them, because they're still not talking in full sentences or anything at this point. You know, when you're looking at a child from 18 to 24 months, they're still just kind of getting
When did your
words
kids,
down.
you've got kids, when did you start letting them have iPads and phones and things?
I would say probably at around that 24-month
Okay.
mark. I mean, and you know, and it was real slow at first, you know, I mean, it was real basic. I would say television was probably younger, probably 18 months, and using that as entertainment, I mean, honestly, for them. I mean, they were into all the cartoons and everything, so.
Yeah.
But again, it was always limited time that we would allow them to be on it. But also they even have, for older kids, ages 2 to 5, they say that 1 hour per day of quality programming is all that they should have between ages of 2 and 5.
Well,
So
I think that's
I might
wise.
have.
Look, for someone who doesn't have kids, but you know, I grew up on a farm, as you all know, and we didn't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember many TV shows from when I was a kid.
I watched a lot
Like
of
back
TV as a
now.
child.
So did I.
And now I work in TV.
Well, I make up for it now. I love a bit of Housewives of New York, let me tell you. But, you know, I don't know. Let's quickly move along to engagement rings, my friend.
I wanted
Yeah.
to
This is
ask you
something
guys
that you've
about
got-
that. Yeah, I've been seeing a trend online that people are not opting for diamonds for their engagement rings.
Because they're cheap?
No, they just say, well, for a variety of reasons.
Maybe
Okay.
for something different?
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to ask you guys, would you, Lisa, would be open to an engagement ring that is not a diamond, or do you need a diamond?
I totally would be. I would be, you know, my birthstone is peridot, and I would have been totally fine with that, and maybe splash
That's a
around some
peridot?
diamonds around it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, so this is one of the trends. People are opting
That
for
looks
their
like a cheap
birthstone,
stone.
so we wanted to pop ours up. That is Lisa. Well, Troy, so if you were to have,
I'm
you would have a
turquoise.
turquoise engagement ring. Would you wear that for an engagement
Well, that
ring?
looks cheaper
No.
than my cheap.
Exactly.
Well, lucky for me, my birthstone is a diamond.
Of course it is.
Of course. Which means that she's strong. She has a strong personality. We discovered that the other day.
But I've seen people even just doing nice bands, and I think that's been really cool
Yeah.
over the last few years. I've seen women opting for something that matches the husband's
Yes.
ring as well. Have you seen that?
Yeah, look, I think, you know, you don't need to spend a lot of money on an engagement ring. I'd rather see people spend money on putting a deposit on a house or starting your life out that way. And then when you become more and more successful, then, you know, for 5 years or 10-year wedding anniversary, buy the gift that you really wanted your fiance to have. That's just me. That's just the way I think. I always think that set your family up first and then,
I
you
mean,
know.
that sounds good, but really, at the time when you're getting engaged, you want a diamond. You
Yeah.
want a big.
And I would rather
I
have
don't
a
want a
smaller
peridot.
diamond than like a peridot. Like
Yeah,
I would just
I
have a
agree.
smaller diamond than like a
I got
big
Yeah.
green stone.
All right, well, after the break, Rachel Hamilton of Skin Secrets stops in to discuss how you can have gorgeous makeup quality and how it can impact your look. You're doing the interview, my friend.
Oh.
Back after the break, everyone. You're watching Midday.